afternoon. I just thought I'd show you this beautiful Bulgarian road and document some crazy Bulgarian overtaking. It's usually Audi actually, but I figured I'd start making a video because some of the overtaking has been questionable at best. So we've got an interesting one going on here. There's a silver E39 BMW up ahead, and he's hanging to the right, and then you've got the Audi that's trying to get past the BMW, and then the white Audi that has now gone all the way past everybody. So I'll chat you through what's going on. The E39 is now leaving us. I thought it was a sign that I should start filming when we came upon an E39 because I've got one at home. There's a Lada. Yes, Lada Niva, absolutely love it. So we are, if you're interested, fairly south in Bulgaria. I've been doing a few live feeds, which some of you may have seen. We've been losing subscribers, which is quite interesting, but I think it's because there's been so many notifications. We've basically been broadcasting live and chatting along as we go and enjoying conversing with everybody, but then the battery would die, or the phone would overheat, or we'd go in a tunnel, or we'd lose signal, which means we'd then have to start the feed again. And I'm guessing that what's happening is people have been getting lots of Geoff Buys Cars notifications and going, hate that guy, he doesn't make serious videos anymore, he just goes on holiday, and they've been clicking unsubscribe. However, the serious videos are absolutely coming back. We're just taking a bit of a break. And the thing is with the channel, you know, it's an honest channel. This is what we're up to, and I'll sort of take you on the journey with us. So, do you think we should buy a house in Bulgaria? Let us know in the comments. We're out here on a sort of scouting adventure. There are many YouTube channels that we've been watching that have driven out to Bulgaria and bought property here. There's lots of pros, there's lots of cons, but at the minute we are just looking at our options. Current temperature is 31 degrees, and for those of you that haven't been watching any of the live feeds, then I'll give you a little update. We are currently 1,867 miles from home. We are driving a 30-year-old Volvo 850 diesel. It has the VW Audi 5-cylinder diesel engine in it. Over the 1,800 miles, it has averaged 52.2 miles to the gallon, and that means we have just this morning put in our 4th tank of diesel. And I currently have 700 miles range left. That means on 4 tanks of diesel, this Volvo can do 2,500 miles. Stick that in your EV and smoke it. There will be some serious videos coming up from the Burnt EVs UK Facebook group, a great place to go for what's going on in the world of EVs and net zero. If you can find that Facebook group, it is heavily censored, like I think my YouTube channel at the moment, because if you aren't clicking unsubscribe, then something is happening with subscriber numbers dropping off. So do let us know. In fact, leave a comment if you're able to comment. Let us know if it asks for your age verification. It's interesting to see which way the UK is headed, but that is also partly what has driven us out here. So the journey out here, we went from Worcester to Dover. We got a hotel there. We then drove France, Belgium, Germany, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Serbia, and then Bulgaria. Yes, I got it right in that order. 8 countries, and I have been filming as we go, so there will be an epic video coming up which documents the trip. I'm looking forward to sitting down and editing that, but I hadn't planned to edit that until we got further into Bulgaria, which is not the end of our road trip, but the end goal, if you know what I mean. We have a couple of properties that we are going to view. So do let me know in the comments if you think buying a house in Bulgaria is a terrible idea. Let me know if you think it's a fantastic idea. I'm very keen to see your thoughts. I know that it's not a cut and dried thing. I don't think it's an obvious no-brainer. I don't think Bulgaria is necessarily the answer, but then again, where is? So I'd be keen to see your thoughts in the comments as to what you would do, you know. I think if you had all the money in the world, then things would be very different. I think with a lottery win, you perhaps wouldn't be looking at Bulgaria. I think with a lottery win, let's be honest, you'd be looking at a property with a gigantic moat full of crocodiles, where you could be self-sufficient and keep everybody out. But as that isn't a reality, and as the UK continues its epic decline into third world obscurity, I think many people are looking at their options. There's a lot that I've said on the live feeds about the situation in the UK. There's a lot that we absolutely love about the UK. You know, I would class us as patriots, but as much as I like the sentiment of stick around and stand up for it, I'm not sure that's a feasible option with a government that is working actively against the interests of British families who mean well. We seem to be in a position in the UK where the destruction of infrastructure has been ongoing for 20 years. The decline of the nuclear family, the decline of the schooling system, the general decline of all the town centres. If it is by accident, then nobody's stopping it, and if it is deliberate, then it's certainly going well. So if you aren't currently looking for a way out or an alternate future for yourself and your family, then I don't know. The only people that I think aren't currently looking for a way out have either got their heads so far buried in the sand, or are too busy trying to earn a living, or are the sort of people that took 5 of the government's corona interventions and refuse to believe that anything untoward is going on. So, I started this video to talk about crazy overtaking, and we haven't actually seen any crazy overtaking. But if you've been paying attention, you will have seen a bit of roadkill. We had a fox back there and then a hedgehog, so that's exciting. Roadkill! So that's our little update, really. That explains why there hasn't been much content on the channel for the last week, because we've been... Quiet, mate. We've been driving 1,800 miles across 8 countries in a 30-year-old car. Yes, I did some work to the car before we came out here, and yes, regular viewers will know this is the original Volvo 850 TDI that I bought for £250 all those years ago, and I did all that work too. It is finally back on the road with an MOT, and it is performing absolutely beautifully. We have not yet used any coolant or oil across the whole trip, which, if you've been watching the live feeds, you will know involved a 4-hour wait at the Serbian border, where we covered 3 miles in 4 hours at 35-degree heat. We then had to do the same on the other side of the border to get into Bulgaria, where the temperature reached a stunning 43 degrees. No, we don't have aircon, and for those of you that have asked, that's because mostly these old Volvos, the aircon never works. I will get my mechanic Luke to take a look at the aircon, because Mrs. G is dripping. So that is pretty much the end of the video. Oh, here's an interesting overtake. Is he going to try and cut in front of us, or is he going all the way? Oh, he's cutting in. He's changed his mind. He's going to pull in. So we'll finish with an interesting overtake. That is why there's been not much content on the video. That is why subscriber numbers seem to be dropping off. I say, leave a comment, let us know your thoughts. What do you want to see from Bulgaria, and what do you want to see from the channel? And we will read your comments, and then we'll basically do our own thing anyway, because that's the thing. You know, I'm not out to look at my analytics and go, oh look, this is the video that makes loads of money, let's make more of that. You know, if it's interesting, I'll make a video about it. If it's nice, I'll play it twice. And if people are enjoying the live broadcasts, then they'll keep happening. But if you want to see, oh, he's going for it, they're all going for it, there's 3 cars overtaking lorries up ahead, and it looks like a blind crescent to me. The van's trying to come back in. Oh, that is not good. Crikey. I'm quite happy to just sit back and let it all happen at 45 mile an hour, because at 45 mile an hour, I'm doing 56.3 miles to the gallon, even on an uphill. Right, it's time for us to open the windows, and at some point we'll get the aircon fixed. Motorhome videos will be coming up later in the year when we bail into Europe, when England goes cold. But what does the future of the channel, and what indeed does the future of Family Geoff look like? Not sure yet. Let us know your suggestions in the comments. Thanks for watching the full epic edit of this 1,900 mile. The full edit of this 1,900 mile adventure will be on the channel later in the week. See you soon.